Now I keep looking at this step that I built and think, do I make it a bit wider? Did find another stone out there recently that I could return another level that side, but it means making the kitchen a little bit smaller, and I know that that is solid bedrock there, so yeah, I'm going to think about that one. Okay, so just a quick recap of what we're trying to achieve here. Now, if you like, if you imagine a square, it's divided down the centre, which is the lounge. The other half is split in half again, so 2 quarters in effect. Now this quarter is the entrance area. Now the reason why it's dug on different levels is because originally from the front to the back it's about, forget now, it's over 20 inches in height difference. Now that side there is solid bedrock, and I can't dig down too low because it means my outlet for my sinks and stuff like that might just be too low to pick up with the fall into the foss pit. Now we won't go into that because I may even need to install a pump in here to pump the water even higher, but that's another day. So that's why it's done on different levels. Now there will be dividers, some oak beams, and then steps up in between. Now lots of you have said, oh, it's trip hazards. Yeah, to be honest with you, there's trip hazards everywhere, all over this homestead farm, if you like, but it's just how it is. You know, there's steps up to here, they're all slippery when they're wet, the stairs are steep, so yeah, it's just the territory here, unfortunately. Now most old people live in these places till they're in their 80s or 90s, and they manage pretty okay, so I've got a few years ahead of me. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to dig out the floor here. Now all the spoil's going outside, we're going to create a little bog garden, but we'll go into that a little bit later on. And the reason why I'm thinking about extending them is because when the stairs sit on the face edge, which is just here, showing here, just across here, these will be cut down a little bit higher, and then like a bird's mouth kind of shape, and they'll sit over here. They won't come right into the step, but it will be a fair way into it. Now that's okay. I mean, I can get up there and turn around and everything like that, but I think don't want to be squeezing up to get there. Probably going to have a nil post here as well. So yeah, I think I'm going to extend these stone steps, and I do enjoy making them. You know, if I can make a bigger feature of them, and I've got the stones. You see me, I revealed quite a few new stones in here, so yeah, I think I'm going to do that. But first I need to get all this out. Yeah, I think unanimously everyone said these. I was kind of thinking that myself. Just wanted to chuck the idea out there really. So yeah, we're probably going to go with these. I can get some more of these. They're pretty easy to pick up, to be honest with you. There's lots of places that are refurbishing, and unfortunately they take them out. Again, their loss may be, so okay, well we've got those anyway. We're going to proceed with them. First, enough talking, let's get this soil out of here. Yep, a little bit of rock there. Time for me glasses. Time to speed things up as well. Now I did hit a big bit of stone here. Wow, don't know how big. not too bad. Movable. Oh. It's the extension to my steps. It's not too bad at all. Dress it up a little bit. I do wonder why these stones are in here. I think these look like they've been placed by somebody. Probably to take up the traffic in this area. A bit more hardware in. Maybe these were on show before the layers of dirt and clay built up. Now don't forget, this is 2, 3, maybe older than that, 300 years old. Okay, let's get that out of the way. Don't forget, bend your knees straight back. Up you go. Ow, my foot! Only joking. Oh. It's good because they've got one straight face on them. Hopefully they're all loose in this area. So anyone might find out. Looks like there's big stones in the doorway. Let's just have a closer look. Interesting. Yeah. There's a little hole there. Now, it wouldn't surprise me if in this area there's a few voids, because any water would naturally run to this point. Yeah, I did notice when I was working in this corner behind the door. A few videos back I reinforced this corner because I've done quite a lot of work on separating wall. Now that's the bar on the other side. I had to totally rebuild that wall. Now I put a bigger padstone there, and there was quite a void here. So Yep. I'd imagine all the water seeps down into there, so there's bound to be a bit of a cavity underneath those rocks. Let's hook them out. They're too high. They've got to come up. Okay, let's dig a bit more down before I try to get those stones up. I don't want a big crater right in front of the door. Now, I just spoke to the farmer in between the last shot and brought him in. He hadn't seen it since I started this project. Now, he used to use, although he didn't own this, he's a farmer, organic farmer that does all the pear and apple cider trees around us. He hadn't seen it, so I brought him in, showed him round, and yeah, he was quite amazed. He said, yeah, you've been quite busy. I said, yeah. So yeah, I've been talking to him anyway, and he's going to help me get rid of all that straw and hay in the barn next door. So later on I can work on that project. And he's also going to remove some spoil, some clay that he needs on his property. So yeah, a win-win. It helps him out and it helps me out. Okay, I've just got to factor that in for the future. They go away in August, most French people, so I have to schedule it around there. He's got a big tractor and trailer, which means I can just out the hayloft door straight down into his trailer. He's going to take it away and deal with it. So yeah, that was a bit of good news for me. And before I start digging and get out of breath, I'd just like to say thank you, Helen Rowe. She's become a new patron, and she also purchased a chopping board from me, which helps fund this project. So much appreciated, Helen. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoy your chopping board. Now let's get back to work. Wow, another huge stone. Well, they've all got flat edges to them. That's a result. The trouble is, it does leave a bit of a crater. What I'll probably do is all the smaller rock put to one side, and all the deep voids, we'll put the stone back in, and then, like I say, a bit of limecrete on top. Yeah, we're making good progress. Keep getting a waft of detergent, and it dawned on me when I cleaned the fireplace, all of that run to this point, so it's kind of soaked into the ground. It won't matter too much because we've got the membrane going down. But yeah, got to fathom it out. Now I know. It's a bit harder going this section for sure. Rocks. Okay, let's let the dust settle here for a little while. I'll show you that straw and hay that I was on about that I need to get rid of out the barn. Walk this way. Now, the barn is through here. Those of you that have never seen it before, it's a fantastic building. Lovely old timbers and stone, but we've got to get rid of that hay. And hey, it's really thick. Yeah, it really is densely packed. It's been in there quite some time. It's got to come out. So, yeah, that is a real job I'd like to see the back of. We've got a hayloft door just there. So the plan is the farmer's going to bring his big trailer up, reverse it up to there, and carefully we're going to work our way around with pitchforks. Not quite sure I'm going to rope in yet, but yeah, hopefully get it all out. Yeah, that will be a real weight off my mind. And while I'm up here, I might as well discuss what the next stages are in here. Let's just get my breath back. That's hard going, that rock. Right. Now, hopefully, before the weather gets really hot, I need to address the top part of this roof. Now, when I say that, I mean insulate it with the silver, because it gets so hot up here, especially that point up there. So I need to strike the scaffold from outside, get it up here, line all this out with the silver insulation foil, and then I'm going to start building the framework. But I'm not going to do it with all timbers. I'm going to use metal tracking up there, keep the weight down, and yeah, we'll go into that later, but not in this video. So yeah, I've got a little bit of rendering on the chimney breast still to do, and then it'll really start flying up here, you know. That's a lot of the hard work out of the way, all the repairs, all the structural issues. But yeah, progress. Still got a few slip tiles I've got to deal with on the rear of the property, just up there. That's why I haven't rendered this part just yet. We'll fix those, get this rendered, and that's basically all the rendering done for now up here structurally. Yeah, cool, I can already feel the heat. It's a lot hotter up here than it is down below. Yeah, at least it's not raining. And of course the stairway will be enlarged. It'll be cut out here. There'll be a quarter turn coming up here as well once they get moved backwards. I can really smell that cleaner from here. I've disrupted the soil. Windows open, yeah, okay, let's get back to work. Hi ho, hi ho. More rock. You would not believe the amount of rock that's come out of this already. Let me show you. It's all this down here. All that there. Down here. Talking of rocks, would you believe I've not even stood on that yet? I think it's about time I did. Yeah, it don't feel too bad. So the joints have got to be built up a little bit, which will be a bit better on foot. So the stairs are kind of coming to here. Well, it does give us enough room. I'm still considering whether to take back a bit more. Probably, you know, another 400 or 500 mil. Still got enough room to do what I need to in the kitchen. There will be a wall up here to the top, and then the doorway. And the return maybe as a half wall that side. I've got lots of ideas in my head, several options, so I wouldn't say that I haven't totally planned it out. I have, but as I move along through the project, this is how I like to work. I find it's more creative this way. I don't like to stick to a drawing on a piece of paper rigidly and have to do that no matter what. You know, this is my project, I can tweak it and do it to the best of my ability. So, though it may seem a lot of the time I'm making it up, I'm not. It's just how I work. But yeah, if you can improve it, why not? I've got some stone now, can make it, you know, probably out to about here. Bring the wall up here. Don't need a huge kitchen in here, you know, it's not a big family kitchen like we've got in our farmhouse. You know, this is for maybe 2/4 people, maybe the extra 2 if I do look at renting this out later on, keeping my options open. I'm probably going to get a shepherd's hut. I've been thinking about that for quite some time. So it could be sort of 2 + 2. 2 in the shepherd's hut, 2 in here, like that. Not quite sure. Like I say, I like to keep my options open. Let's carry on digging. All this talking won't get it done now, will it? Remind me that that rake is at the bottom of the stairs, otherwise we could have a Laurel and Hardy moment. Not too bad. That could have been. Yeah, and all we do, we just put some rock back in there. It's only foot traffic, you know, it's not a structural as such. Quite a fair bit to dig out there still. Spirit level, get some levels. Yeah, okay there. A few inches there. Once again, I've dug down here and it looks like I kind of laid as if there was a floor here. Don't think there was. Not a stone floor. Don't make sense, but sometimes it changed so much. It doesn't always make sense, but I'm not going to pull them up. That might be a little bit high, but I can probably get that out. Maybe there's the remains of a floor here in stone up to somewhere to here, and then originally it stepped up to the bedrock. All these buildings were built on solid bedrock at the back into the ground, and the earth was sort of halfway. If you look at this wall, it's a bit hard to get your bearings. Excuse me, there's a little bit of stuff about. The earth comes up to about here, probably to the top of that sledgehammer handle. So that's what I say about the height of this floor. It needs to be high so I can go out with my waste pipe. So yeah, kind of getting the grips of what's gone on here. We've got stone down here as well. There. Now that looks to be higher than the other stones. Not necessarily that it had to be level, because we can clearly see it wasn't. Yep, so there may have been a stone entranceway here. There's quite a few ton come out of this area. Work off all them extra calories. Hello, what we got here? Looks like an old teacup, doesn't it? You can see it in that light. It's got a blue line around the top. It's like a stoneware. Glazed. Definitely had a handle on it, whether it was. I would imagine it's a cup. Someone's dropped it down the stairs and it's fell into the dirt and got crushed in there under how old that is. Might be some more in there. Certainly weren't my cup of tea. I don't get any on this job. Of course I do. Who wants to see the cats? Come on then, they're probably all asleep. They've already been outside today, put them in their run. I like to keep an eye on them because yesterday we put them in there. And we went indoors, we kept an eye on them through the window. Sam said to me, I can't see Pixie. I said, oh, he's in there somewhere. Anyway, she come straight out. No, he wasn't in there. we had an escapee, and he was roaming around the garden, and what it was, the door had sort of come open a little bit, not open, but we have to put a strap on the bottom to pull it tight. That maybe had moved, and because he's the finished one, he managed to squeeze out. I think it's where it is. I'm hoping that's where it is. Anyway, I've adjusted it, put them in there, and they didn't escape, maybe because I was sitting there. So yeah, he got out. He's a naughty one. Okay, let's see what they're up to. There's Pixie, there's the escapee. Let's get in the door before he runs off again. There's Mummy Cat, 3 feet. There's Pixie. Oh, there's Danny. And there's Jess. She's the laid back one. Yeah, just telling everyone how you had a little stroll around the garden. But because he likes going for a little stroll around the garden, he's not allowed to go on his own, so we've got something I'd like to show you. No, only one of you is leaving this building. We've got him one of these. Now he's only in it for a couple of minutes. Yeah, he likes it in there. He goes in there. We'll have a little stroll. Pop him back in. What I normally do is put him in here when I carry him down to the enclosure. And then, yeah, he gets to see what's about. Right, I'm going to take this off, put him back in. There he is, back indoors. He sticks to me like glue. He wants to come out again. No, we'll get back to work. Now, we'd been out the other day to get some fresh eggs from the market. Now we come back home, we popped the eggs in the door, done something out in the garden. It's only out 15 minutes. Come back in, there's some eggs missing. They'd opened the carton, got 2 eggs out, and ate the eggs, raw eggs. Don't know how they done it, don't know how they got them open. But yeah, have to watch them with the eggs. And then they slept for about an hour once they had their bellies full. Right, okay. Who knows what treasure I'm going to find? When you think about it, this is the most likely spot anything's fallen out of someone's pocket. Up and down the stairs, the softer sort of clay. So there's probably about 6 inches of clay on top of the stones this side, but that just goes way down, so who knows what the top layer was. Maybe there is stuff in there. I'll be a bit more vigilant, I think, when I remove it. That's why I haven't put this in the barrow yet. I could be tipping hidden treasure out in the garden. I suppose really it's how you define what is treasure. Something valuable. Well, that cup was valuable to someone. You know, back in the day, these sort of things, you know, they wasn't cheap. There's a lot of earthenware, so this is white glazed. Yeah, someone would have probably prized that for many a year. Maybe dropped it down the stairs. I'll put that somewhere safe. I should have got a metal detector really. Trouble is there's so much iron in it as well. Let's take a closer look. Glass, old glass. No, just might have been an old glass, literally. No, back to the day job. must have been some sort of stone floor in here, because they're kind of faced. I don't know, still don't. Yeah, they're not as smooth as I would like to have seen for a stone floor, but I think what they've probably done here is they've dug this out, then they've put down some large stones, what they had to hand, probably had to dig out the bedrock here maybe, and then place these stones back in to give them a good sort of level base to walk on, and then backfilled it over the top with clay, so it's much warmer to walk on than the cold stone. It's a bit like an archaeological dig. Who knows what I'm going to find. Yeah, I've made a big hole now. That's right. Let's get my sack barrow. Don't think I'm going to take it outside just yet, just in case I use it in here. Let's give me a few ideas actually. Maybe this area here, I'll dig down a lot lower, and I'll save some of these big stones. Maybe have this as a small sort of entranceway with these stones in the ground, and then the terracotta, you know, around it all. Yeah, I think that kind of pay homage to what was here. Instead of it being buried in the ground, we're going to bring it up. Obviously I've got to space them round because they're not perfectly flat. I could definitely do something with that. Yeah, if I can, I will use this in this area, even if it's to the left where I don't walk on. Then maybe pick some flatter ones, you know, just to make, like, as you come in, you're on the stone steps and then it graduates. What do you think? Am I going crazy? A little bit more work, a little bit more digging, but I may even be on more here. There's another one there, and another one there. Right, I've made a right mess now. I've lost my level, but never mind. Let's put that to one side, clear up a little bit. Yeah, I think that could work. Obviously level them up. You've got to use your imagination, but set a few in here. Probably only come out to about that kind of distance. But just something nice to step onto, then onto the rest of the terracotta. So before I get too carried away and rip everything up, let's just take stock for a moment. I think they look nice with the stone step there. We're going to go for the encaustic border around the terracotta tiles as well. I've got to visit a brocante that I see a little while ago. I see two big boxes there. I hope you still got them. I'm going to have a trip over there one day in the week. Hopefully still got them. Yeah, that'll be enough to do this section. Got to get some oak to separate the different floor levels. Yeah, we've got a lot of interesting, challenging projects ahead. Got to deal with the staircase as well. Mule posts. Keeps it interesting. I like to do lots of different things. Don't like staying on the same thing too long, because it takes its toll on you. You know, if you change, it's as good as a rest sometimes, I find. So yeah, but we're nearly there with this. You know, we haven't got much more to dig out. I've got to decide whether or not I'll dig out the other side of those steps, which I think I might do. Yeah, the more I look at it, the more I think, yeah, I want them wider. And I've got quite a few stones to choose from now. Who can see the vision as well? sometimes hard. And don't forget, this is all run by solar energy. I haven't once plugged into my mains. This whole project is powered by the sun. Keeps my bills down because at the moment they are going literally through the roof. The cost of electricity, so up a temporary exit. I will go into more detail on this project at a later date, but basically we get a lot of rainwater coming off the roofs. Most of it goes into the pond, a lot of it comes down here and creates a bit of a boggy area. So I thought what I'll do with the spoils, we'll raise up the walkway so we're not walking through wet mud. Put some stone or something on top, and then each side got some old plastic, just lay it down, perforate it, put some clay on top, maybe some sand. I've got to research it, and then we'll start growing some bog plants, because you can grow some amazing plants, really, well, stuff that you can't normally grow in your garden, in a bog garden. So that'll tie in with the pond. Always had it earmarked for this area. That's another day. First I need to sort this out. Another thing, the later you get on in the day, the less you put in your wheelbarrow. Okay, I'm going to have a scrape around here. Might be time to call in time team. See if I can find that other piece of cut. I don't know. Might be something better than that. Oh, that was hard work, but I'm glad I've done it. Yep, that is spot on. There's a few gaps here where I've removed the stones, but we're pretty much there with the levels. That's great. I always wanted to be in time tea. Maybe I will give them a call. Oh, that's a bit loose. Wow. It's not fixed at the top now. I bashed this earlier. I was working underneath and leant back. Oh, and it's dislodged it from the top. That was only tacked on. I don't even think it was tacked on, was it? I mean, these have got to come off soon, but not that soon. Right, remind me, won't you, before I go running up there, because they're not fixed at the bottom. Not just yet. Okay, let's have a rake around. Can we see anything? Oh, no. We've got ourselves another piece of that cup. Okay, right. I'm definitely calling in time team now. Yeah, might even find the whole cup. Right, where's the other bit? Yeah. We're slowly piecing it together. Yeah. Who knows, even the rest of the cup might still be in here, even a saucer. Right. Okay, that is it for this video. Don't forget to check out this one, and I'll see you all in the next one.